Hello, my name is Professor Stewart, and I am your English 3393 professor, for those of you who I don't know. So I am in Puerto Rico at a seminar this week, Critical and Creative Thinking Seminar. But please feel free to email me if you have any questions. What I want to do in this video is kind of talk to you about week 1 and just kind of give you an overview of how to navigate the course. Make sure that if your mailbox hasn't been cleaned out, your email box, that you do that because that will be one of our primary modes of communication. And you should have received a couple of emails from me already. Another thing is I have a copy of the book on reserve in the library, but it's 7th edition. So you'll just want to make sure that if you choose to purchase the 7th edition or you want to use the book in the classroom, that you just check to find out which chapters correspond with the chapters we're reading from the 8th edition. And so the way the course works is like this. And let me go to student view so I can see the course in the same way you do. Alright, and so on the first page, there's just general information about the course. I will put major assignments here, and I'll also include major assignments in the weekly folders for the week in which they're assigned. Go back. Here will be student samples of assignments that we're working on, and then additional readings that you'll need for the course. Under syllabus is a copy of our course syllabus that you can download. And I strongly recommend that you read through that right away and let me know if you have any questions about it. One thing I want to point out is attendance and participation. The way this class is taught is it's what's called asynchronous course. And so what that means is there's not a designated time when all of us need to be online at the same time. And so for that reason, your discussion posts count toward your attendance grade. I'm just going to read what's here just to make sure I don't miss anything. So there is no attendance grade. However, you're expected to actively participate in our online class discussion forums. These discussions enable us to share ideas with and among each other, and failure to do so will adversely affect your grade. So each week we'll have 2 discussion forums, and you're required to post on at least 2 different days to each of these forums. Now this is excluding the introductions that we have this week. So in the introduction post, you just post your introduction and you don't have to respond to another student. But in our second discussion forum, you will need to. And then here's more information about what's expected. And this information is also listed in the forum discussions. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. Assignments are due as listed in the course calendar unless previously changed. And please note that assignments can be added, deleted, or changed as deemed necessary by the instructor. For the most part, I try to follow the course schedule closely, but sometimes things come up, or we fall behind or ahead, and there needs to be a change. And if that's the case, then I'll make those changes. And just this is kind of a side note. The Wi-Fi here has been kind of up and down, so I'm actually outside. I don't know if you can see the background. So if you hear birds chirping, that's why. And so make sure you read over these tips. Academic dishonesty, don't do it. The method of instruction, major assignments. Our major assignments for this course is our letters and memos assignment, a definition, description, proposal, progress report, resume, and letter of interest, and a website. And then here's how the course is evaluated. And here is our course schedule. So just take some time to read this. And what you'll find is, for the most part, drafts are due on Sundays. Peer reviews are on Wednesdays. Forums are due Sundays. And remember, you make an initial post and you make a response post to the discussion forums. And so your initial post needs to be made on Tuesday, and then you have until the following Sunday to respond. The way the course is set up, following week 1, because we start on Monday in week 1, but in subsequent weeks, our weeks will run from Sunday to Sunday, essentially giving us 8 days per week. Let's see what else. The gradebook is set up. Coursework is set up. Oh no. Hopefully we still have Wi-Fi. Come on. Okay. These are all of our assignments. I will be corresponding with you frequently via email, so make sure your MyHTU email address is, or email box is cleaned out, because for the most part, I'll just come here to CourseMates and email you. Now, the course is set up in these weekly modules, and so in each module, there will be an overview for the week. These are our assignments that we'll work on for the next 2 weeks. Discussion forum and PowerPoints or lectures if there are any for that week. To access the forum, go to Forum Home, and then you'll see our 2 discussions. So you click on the discussion topic. This one is introduction, and it tells you what you need to do. You click Add Post, write your post, and then you submit it. To go back, I recommend using this menu bar across here, or if you want to stay in the folder, I would go there. So going back to forums, Intro to Technical Communication. Here is the question. In your initial post, because remember, for each discussion topic, you're to post twice. Your post that responds to the initial question, and then a response to another student. So in your initial post, discuss why you agree or disagree with my claim that a course syllabus is a technical document, yada, 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 yada. One thing, though, that you want to make sure you do is to be sure to include a properly formatted or cited, paraphrased, or direct quote, no more than 15 words, reference from the text that supports or disputes your position. And then you want to do the same thing in your response post. Okay? And so when you think about your response post, think about your response as engaging in a conversation, adding to the discussion. Now, just remember that your first post should be made on or before Tuesday at 11:55 p.m. It should respond directly to this discussion prompt. And your second post should be made on or before Sunday at 11:55 p.m. and should respond to another student in the course. And then here is how your posts are evaluated. And then to get out of the folder, you just click here, and it takes you back to the home page. Okay? So I want to show you the overview. Got to show you that. Each week there will be a weekly overview. What I recommend is at the beginning of each week on Sunday, reading over the overview, going through that week's folder to see what's going on, keep a close eye on the syllabus. So if you have any questions, you can ask me about it. But the week overview basically takes the information in the syllabus and just breaks it down by week, gives more information. And so you have your week 1 assignments, a couple of reminders before beginning the week, week 1 assignments. Got a couple blanks I need to go back and fill in that I forgot about. And I would use this for the most part as a checklist. So read Technical Communication Chapter 1 and Chapter 23. Write your letter memo working drafts, which are due Sunday night by 11:55 p.m. You'll upload them in coursework under the letter memo working drafts. And for peer reviews, okay, so for each assignment, we will do working drafts, peer reviews, and you'll submit your final drafts. For some assignments, you'll also do a topic proposal. Not for this one, though. The way peer reviews work is your working drafts are due on whatever date they're due by 11:55. And so our first working drafts are due Sunday on the 17th by 11:55. After that time, I'll go in and I'll see who has and who has not submitted. And if you have not submitted your working draft, you won't participate in the peer review. And from there, I'll assign peer review partners. And I will email you early Monday morning who your peer review partner is. And once you get the assignment, you just email your peer your drafts. There's a reading quiz due by Sunday, and you want to participate in the discussion forums. And then this is just a recap of what the discussion forums are, what I just showed you in the course. PowerPoints, and I need to get these PowerPoints up for you guys. And then just kind of in preparation for week 2, what you need to do. And that's it. And I'll go in and make these additions here as soon as I log out. But if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And what I recommend is that you just kind of go through what I just went through with you, so that you can become comfortable with the course design. And as I said, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Talk to you later.